It kind of brings out your inner child, being on that set with all these devices and gadgets. This is like what my younger self would have thought was so awesome, and you can live out all these kind of creative aspirations.
What if you found out your dad was hiding a super heroic secret? Kristen here, and today we are at the New York premiere of Paramount Plus's secret headquarters. Let's go check out the red carpet. Can you tell me what drew you to wanting to be a part of secret headquarters?
Well, I got one big reason. His name is Peña. Is my kid. We watch a lot of movies. I grew up with not a lot of money, but the one thing me and my mom and dad, my brother would always do is we would always go and watch movies every Sunday. And so we kind of kept that tradition alive, and I became an actor somehow. And he loves movies, and we love watching them together. And so, of course, I want to be in movies that he actually watches. And so that was a big reason that I'm in movies like this.
There's so many fun effects and superpowers and things like that going on. What was that like for you, kind of being involved in all of those?
It was fun. It was really fun to do something that I know my kids will enjoy watching, and it kind of brings out your inner child, being on that set with all these devices and gadgets. This is like what my younger self would have thought was so awesome, and you can live out all these kind of creative aspirations. So it made me feel like I was kind of in a summer camp amusement park.
I had never done stunts before this, and so I had to get ready for it.
I think for me, I found the stunts really fun. The other part that I found a challenge was Maya, the dialogue is very different from how I would talk in real life. Some of it's a lot more complex. So learning all these military terms and everything, that was definitely a bit of a challenge.
It looked like you guys all just were having a blast on set. So what was it like working with this entire team?
It was so fun. I mean, the cast is full of a bunch of really great kids that are kind of all the same age, and so we would just do fun things like run around, listen to music, sing songs.
Oh, it was a gas from the beginning. Everybody just had such a good time. We were all down in Atlanta, and the kids are the star of this thing. I'm looking around, and I haven't seen them all in months, and they're looking so beautiful and dapper. And Owen was a treat from the very beginning. And it was just fun, and I think that's what people will get from watching the film. It's just a fun family film.
Did you have any really fun or even really challenging moments on set?
I thought we did a lot of tactical arms training, weapons training, so I could lead this team throughout rooms, clear rooms, learn how to carry yourself in the way these paramilitary folks would. And that was a fun challenge because it's pretty specific. You had to get it right. So there was that. Otherwise, it was hot as hell. We were in Atlanta in July and August. So you had those factors. We're working late nights out in the woods. But that's all the fun stuff. The hard part makes it all the more rewarding.
This film obviously is about a kid who finds out that his dad's a superhero. So if you became, a superhero in, let's say, a sequel or something, what do you think your power would be?
Oh, well, Lily is an aeronautical engineer, so it's my opinion she's somewhat involved in the jetpacks and some of the early planning for some of these things. But I think she'd maybe be on the flight course, something with flight. But I don't know. I'll leave it up to the masterminds.
I really love that your character kind of goes on this journey. He's trying to be a good guy, but he's kind of on this balancing beam line of which is really the good side. What was that like, kind of playing a role like that and kind of getting into that character?
I thought it was, when I read it, I thought it was kind of the most interesting role for me to play, because you do have a villainous appearance, but I'm not a villain to myself. I'm somebody who worked really hard when nobody else believed in me on verifying that this existed, and I was right, and I tracked it down, and I walked up to it, and it went to somebody else. And I wanted all that energy for the world, to solve world hunger and to help people, and instead some other guy used it and kept it to himself. And Irons just wants to solve that problem. He wants to complete the mission. So that doesn't feel villainous to me. Some people might have to get knocked out of the way in the process, and I think that's why I find the third act, the ending, so interesting, that it kind of comes full circle.
If you could have any cool power, any cool piece of equipment, what would you want to use?
Okay, so from the set, I would definitely want the jetpack, because who doesn't want a jetpack?
But teleportation, I feel like would be so handy. Like, you don't have to be stuck in traffic anywhere. You can just like boop, teleport in and out wherever you want.
There's this cool like portal, and you have two of them, and wherever you put one from the other one, you can reach your hand through and you're automatically in the other space. Or you can put your head through and look and see something else. It kind of teleports you anywhere in the world, which is pretty cool. So I think maybe I'd try that.
You know, to be honest with you, selfishly, I'd probably want to be fast, because I could use that in almost every sport, right? Imagine if I was like really, really fast, learn how to catch a football, learn how to be a running back, win all the medals, swim. You know, probably do everything. Just clean up at the Olympics.
And if you had your own secret headquarters, what would you want to throw in there?
A hot tub, I think though if I had a secret power, I would either want to fly or be invisible. So some sort of pod that would allow that to happen. But the hot tub was the first thing that
But I mean, why not? To relax.
to me. Like a masseuse that could just be there all the time. Yeah, you know, being a superhero is hard work, I think.
Makeup, a lot of dresses. Also, like electric skateboards. I go on those a lot at home.
You're going to start with the basics of the 13-year-old boy. I'm going to want a TV and some games and a massage chair, or maybe just a massage station. And then all the right snacks you're not allowed to have. It would be, you know, most importantly, it'd be like a place to get away, you know, from everything else. And everybody has access to everything nowadays. So I might have like no cell service or internet in the man cave, you know? Like,
I feel that disconnect a little bit.
Probably like at least like a nice pool, or I love baking, so like a nice big kitchen where I can like cook whatever I want to. I would love that.
Yes, what do you like to bake?
Oh, a whole bunch of things. Recently I've been doing like cream puffs. So good.
That's like next level. You know, something else I loved about this film is that like family dynamic, you know, building up the father-son relationship. What do you hope that people take away from that?
Well, I hope that people also feel like this is a real family and a real mom and a real dad trying to do the best they can, and it's not perfect, and things didn't turn out the way they wanted to necessarily. But I hope people relate to that. You know, nobody is no mom or dad is a superhero. Everybody makes mistakes, kids, parents, all of it. But it's about holding on to each other and supporting each other, loving each other, and so I think that's what they'll take away from it too.
Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out the exclusive Discord available on my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!